comes taking whatever you guys sort of bottled in that second and third period and figuring out how to start with that energy. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's just that's got to be the consistent effort night in, night out, and if that's there more often than not, we'd be satisfied with the game. And I think you get some of those nights you play great, you don't get the result, but that the game is there. So that's something that we have to find and be consistent with.
What was like the key ingredient that you guys injected there that maybe was missing consistently before?
Yeah, I don't know if just playing fast and simple, I think. And I think when you break games down, when you just get back to the more of the basics, then things tend to click. And I think we found that there, and we've talked about it before and talked about it in the room, especially after the first, what we needed to do, and we did it right from that first shift in that second period, and it just continued on. So, you could feel it on the ice too, how the game shifted, I think, and I think for us, if we consistently just play fast and simple, then that's right to our strengths.
Adam, Silver Stick ceremony for you tonight. Can you maybe take us through your excitement for that, being the first player in the Northers uniform again?
Yeah, again, you keep saying that, and it doesn't seem real. Feels like the birthday that doesn't end here, which has been great. But very special, very very honored to be the first Oiler to do it, and one of those things that I really had nothing to do with. It just happened to be that guy, and. But it's something that's pretty special. This organization's been amazing to me and my family since I've been here, and it's certainly something I'm very proud of.
Do you have lots of family coming into town tonight?
Yeah, everybody I think made it in late last night, so everybody's like I said before too, it's as much for me, it's special for my family, and they deserve just as much of that credit and all the memories that have gone into this point that we've been able to share together. And it's always chaotic on our family end, but it's which I think Gene got to experience quite a bit of it leading up to the Ottawa game, but certainly wouldn't change a thing.
Adam, you guys got a lot of young forwards this year, like 4 or 5 guys who don't have a lot of NHL experience. For yourself, do you have like a different responsibility this year at all, or a different role in terms of helping those guys?
I mean, I think it's always there. There's always guys that have maybe less experience, but you just try to help lead. Don't overwhelm. Just try to get to talk to the guys you're playing on the line. Even if you're not, maybe what you see and how you can teach and bring those guys along as quick as possible. So I think they've all done a great job. Learning pretty quickly through training camp, through early parts of the season, and then there are certain things that you just can't teach. You kind of have to go through. I think as a young player, the schedule is grueling and it's tough, and I think that's something you just have to kind of learn to deal with and best deal with as an individual. So. I think we got a lot of great leaders in that locker room, played a lot of hockey games, and there's a lot of knowledge to pass on to those young guys.
What do you think of your game so far this year, like the start you've had?
Good. I mean, again, I think goes in waves as the team has gone. I feel confident in the 200-foot game. And each game is a little bit different, depending on the lineup and where you're at. And sometimes in those games when they're not going well, it's up to us to go have a simple shift to try and turn the tide. And I think at times we've done that, and just want to keep on building.
Adam, what did you see from this Rangers squad a couple of weeks back? What kind of challenges did they present?
They do everything well. They got a lot of talent over there. They work and play fast too. You see Sam McCarrick dicing up through the middle of the neutral zone a lot. So got to keep an eye out for him tonight. But not a challenge, and they're coming off a big win in the middle of a road trip. So we're gonna have to have our A game tonight.
He scored last night too, right?
He's a heck of a player. Okay. Maybe he brought me some maple syrup. I don't know. We'll see.